do. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, all over the world. Today we are live streaming all over the world. What is this? You are you. All right. You are fine. You are you. There we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. Great to see you. First here. Woohoo. You win. How are you? It's Thursday morning, 8:34 for me. For many of you, you got a holiday. Today's May Day holiday. Is that right? How lucky are you? Just here. Making some adjustments to my cameras here. We are live streaming on 11 different platforms today. Isn't that cool? Which country are you from? America. Yes, it's holiday. Congratulations. How lucky are you? No holiday in the US. 5 days off. Yeah, I know. Yes, Justin. Hold up. Five days off in China. Yeah, you guys are so lucky. We get nothing, no holiday in America. Are you in China now? No, I'm in the US. I'm in America right now. Welcome, everybody. If I should see most of your comments, but if I do not see your comments, I just didn't see them. I'm not ignoring you. I don't ignore anyone, even my haters. Germany also has a holiday today. Wow. Those Germans, those work hard Germans, International Workers' Day, but not in America, not in the US. Yeah. So many what? So many momos. Yeah, there's a lot of momos. But still, I work for 3 days. How are you? Oh, you're still working. That's not good. Have you been an English teacher in Wall Street? No, never. Never in Wall Street English. Bonjour, ça va? Ça va? ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días. Good morning to some of you. Good morning. Good afternoon to some of you. Good evening. We got a lot of people in China right now. Good evening in China. 8:37 p.m. in China. Bum, 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 bum. Boop, 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 boop. Somebody says, why? What do you mean, why? Why what? Why not the USA or not you? Yeah, in the US, we do not celebrate May Day. We do not celebrate International Workers' Day. In America, we have our Labor Day in September. The first Monday of September is Labor Day in the USA, and it's only one day. It's just one day. Which city are you in? I'm not in the city. I'm in the country. I'm a country boy. The first Monday of September is Labor Day in the US. Speak slowly. Okay. From now on, I will speak slowly. Alex, are you really in China again? Mother's Day's coming up. That's right. Love my video. Thank you so much. I want to know the name of the TV brand behind you. It's not a TV. It's one of those smart boards. The brand is Vibe, V-I-B-E. Can you write on it? Yes. I'll write on it later, not now. Where are you? I'm in my office. As slow as a sloth. How many holidays in the US? I don't know. How many holidays in China? Can you finish my English work? What do you think? How to improve listening? Fix your speaking. I'm not joking when I say that. I'm not joking. You're on a trip now, May. That is so great. You're on a family trip. Yeah, I saw your comments in our community. May, everybody, she's in our classes. And May was frustrated because some international buyer is here during the holiday, and she wanted to. She's the only one who speaks English at her company, but she wanted the vacation. Good job, May. I'm glad you're on vacation. Do you like jogging? Somebody asks. I used to be a runner many, many years ago. Now I'm too fat. Now I'm a fat boy. Thanks. Absolutely, May. Good job, right? Good job to May. Good job, May. In China, make money easily? I don't know. I don't live in China. I don't live in China. Is it easy? I heard it's kind of tough. Is it easy? Maybe I should move to China. Right now we are live streaming on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different platforms. We're live streaming on 11 different platforms right now, all around the world. Have you been to China before? Yes, I have. I think 5 times. It's not easy. Exactly. It's not easy. Anywhere, right? It's not easy anywhere. Life ain't easy. Some people have an easy life. I'm jealous of those people, right? Which part of the US are you living in? Vermont. Do you know Vermont? So you are in your hometown? No, I left my hometown years and years and years ago. You want to move to the US? Why? Things you like and hate the most in China? I don't think I hated anything in China. Things I liked? Everything. Everything's cool. It's very different from the US, so that's cool. Hi, geezer. Good evening. Geezer? Tell that to my 5-year-old son. Call me a geezer. What are you, a whippersnapper? Can you speak Chinese? Yi jian jian. Smart answer. Good. Okay. Thumbs ups. Yeah, leave a comment. Keiki says, hey, Shane, long time no see you here. Yeah, it's nice to be here. Thank you very much. That was a comment from you, Shima Shima Tube, Shima Shima. You want to go to China? I was in China in January. Smart, but not honest? What do you mean not honest? Do you ski in Vermont? No, I'm too old. I don't ski anymore. But out this window, I see a ski resort and it still has snow. It still has snow on the mountain. So I don't ski, but we've got a lot of skiers up here. Do you have any Labor Day travel plans? We have no holiday in the US. No holiday in the US for Labor Day. I guess the US is anti-labor. Why haven't you got a break on this international holiday? We do not have the holiday in the US. Our Labor Day is in September. We celebrate Labor Day in September. Were you somebody's daddy while you were in China? No, I wasn't. I've been to China 5 times, every time on business. Hey, Shane, how's it going? Serge, my brother from another mother. How you doing, Serge? How's the weather in Moscow today? How's the weather in Moscow? It's too late, I know. How to improve my English? Are you a student or an adult? It's a good question, but are you a student or an adult? The person who asked how do you improve my English? Where's the question? Forever asked that question. How do you do? Fine, thank you, and you? I'll wait for Forever's answer. How do you do? Fine, thank you, and you? It's pouring rain in Moscow. We've got sunshine today, Serge. Is it cold or is it warm? What's the temperature? John is an adult. I'm waiting for Forever to answer. Forever's not answering. A lot of people ask a question and then they disappear. They ghost me. They give me a good question and then they ghost me. That's not cool, right? Because what if I ghosted you? I'm from Brazil. Thanks for your free classes. I have been improving my English. Thank you very much. May God bless your life. Thank you so much. Thank you, Keiki. Obrigado. Obrigado. If I go to Brazil, we can have churrasco together. That would be cool. My Chinese level, oh, baby. Not even baby. Less than baby. Yeah, Forever ghosted me. Forever asked a question and then Forever ghosted me. The name of the person was Forever. I've been forever ghosted. It's cold in Moscow. Yeah, today we got good weather. I'm an adult and want to improve his English. Okay, I'll talk to you. Hold on a second. I want to figure out the weather. If I can figure out this damn phone every time. So right now the temperature is 6. And today's high temperature, wow, will be 17. It's going to go all the way up to 17 degrees today. So that's pretty cool. Wow, your English is so good. Thank you. Keiki, where are you living right now? I live in Vermont. Keiki, you're in Brazil. Where in Brazil are you? It's cold. No, today's nice. Today's nice and warm. 6-degree morning. That's great. So if you are an adult and you want to improve your English, the first thing you need to know is you should stop studying like a student, okay? You should stop studying like a student. Because if you think about it, middle school, you studied English probably for 3 years. And high school, you probably studied English for 3 years. That's 6 years of English. And you still have problems, right? I mean, with speaking and listening. And then maybe college, you had another 4 years of English. That's 10 years. And then maybe you even studied more. 10 years. And you still have a problem studying English. Well, what that means is you need to change the way you're studying English. Okay? That's what it means. So what you did in school is very good for school. Hi, Barcelona. That's academic English, and that's really cool. Okay? But if you're an adult, there's no test, right? You're not going to take a test as an adult. As an adult, you actually need to communicate in English, right? You need to talk with people. You need to listen with people. You want to listen to podcasts and TV shows and travel and make friends, make money if you're a business person, right? So in order to improve your listening and speaking skills, you have to change how you have studied English. All right. And if you don't need English, you don't need me. Bye-bye. But if you do need English and you're an adult, I can help you. So the first thing you need to do is fix your speaking skills. Because you already studied English, you already know words, but if you can't hear them, it means you have a speaking or a pronunciation problem. That's what it means. So you got to fix that. So if you study with me, we start with speaking. We fix your speaking skills. Once we fix your speaking skills, boom, listening becomes so much easier. It becomes so much easier. You're listening. And then we move on to the boring stuff, vocabulary and grammar. But with all the speaking and listening practice, vocabulary and grammar become much easier because you already studied it. We just need to use it. And that's the system that we have. Yes. Need money? Oh, so we have tons of free lessons. We have free lessons. We have thousands of free lessons. So you can study my free lessons. I don't think it's a good thing. What is not a good thing? John says, I need your help. We are here to help. Yeah, we are here to help. Keiki, I'm from a small town in Paraíba State in Brazil. Did I pronounce that right? Paraíba State in Brazil. How to remember words. What words? Are you a student? And you guys, please understand. If you're a student, listen to your teacher. I'm serious. If you're a student, you should listen to your teacher because your teacher will prepare you for an exam. All right. If you're an adult, then you can listen to me if you want. You don't have to. Where can you get my free lessons? They're everywhere. Just go to a search engine and type Coach Shane or type daily dictation or type Let's Master English or type easy English expression. Thousands of lessons. Where English is my working language. Yeah, that's what we help you with. Do you have pets? Yes, I have 1 dog, 3 cats, 2 boys, 1 wife, and 2 Wi-Fi systems. Cookie says yes or no. Oh, ask Cookie. I have 11 screens, so if I missed your question, I apologize. Where are you from? My mother. How to improve your listening? I just told you. Fix your speaking. Could you speak Chinese? Well, I have people all around the world watching right now, but I do know some. 你好，我爱你，中国，恭喜发财。And 是的，是的，对的，对的，好的，好的。But we have people from all over the world right now watching. Yeah, I have 2 Wi-Fi systems because I work from home. Family are also pet. Absolutely, that's right. Family are my pets. Well, actually, it might be the other way. Can you take a look at your pet cat? My cat is not here. I think I should study English well. Are you once again, if you're a student, go away. This is not for students. So I'll assume you're an adult. Study English well, what does that mean? If you're an adult and you're studying English, how are you doing it? What kind of system are you using? That's the problem. Could you speak Italian? Grazie. Ti amo. And that's about it. Do you drink Luckin coffee when I'm in China? Yeah. Sometimes they're pets, right? I'm in the USA. Things are expensive in the USA. People are asking, what's the inflation? Yeah, things are expensive in the USA. That's for sure. Do you have live classes? So I just looked at our calendar. Every month, if you're a full member, like Serge is a full member. Every month we have over 200 live classes. Isn't that crazy? We just did our May schedule, or is it May? Yeah, May schedule. It's May 1st. So every month we have over 200 live classes for our students. Can you speak Japanese? Skoshi. That's crazy. How do you think of the Australian accent? The Australian accent is kind of tough to understand. Can you speak German? Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Morgen. Ja, guten Abend. Bitte, 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 bitte. My German is bad. Listen to your oral English pronunciation is beneficial to us students. Yes, it is. You saw my videos on 𝐸𝐵𝐺 Tube. Great. We're live streaming there now too. That's great. Would you like to say some jokes? What kind of jokes do you want to hear? Giggity, giggity, giggity. Amazing. These 2 tabby cats don't defecate on their own. Oh my God. They must be really babies. No, I don't like jokes. Yeah. See, people are asking questions. I'm just reading questions. Hi, good evening. Good evening to you. Good morning to me. Australian English accent is odd, right? It's not odd, it's Australian, but it can be difficult even for me to understand. G'day, mate. I have some shrimp on the barbie. I like me some icy dicey. Oh, yeah. I like me some icy dicey. That's really bad Australian accent. If there's anybody in Australia watching, I apologize. So, any suggestions for what? Any suggestions for what? Remember, guys, I'm looking at many screens. So if I miss your question, you just have to ask again. How much money will you earn in a year? I don't know. Every year it changes. I have to ask my accountant. Exactly that accent, right? You feed them goat's milk with a needle. Wow. They can't lick? They can't lick the bowl? Why goat's milk? Why don't you feed them cat milk? When I was young, I used to milk cats. Too much money to spend. Oh, bills, everything's expensive, right? I know. I was looking at my monthly bills yesterday. Payroll, business, cars, insurance, mortgage. Oh my God. Very expensive. Groceries. Groceries are going up. It's crazy. It's crazy. And my wife loves me because I let her go shopping. Crazy. When did you move here? Where's here? In Vermont? 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. Why don't you use TT? I do. How many girlfriends do you have? I don't have any, Steve. I don't think my wife would be happy if I had girlfriends. What's your opinion about vocal fry? I heard that so many English native speakers don't like it. I agree. Vocal fry. This is vocal fry. Oh, hello, everybody. If you know Kim Kardashian, I don't know what I want to do. And a lot of Americans, they talk like this to sound cool, but it sounds really dumb and it sounds stupid. Yeah, it's very condescending. It's very arrogant. It's not good. I don't like the vocal fry at all. You know, sometimes we all do it naturally, but there are some people who always do it, and that's gross. It is the vocal fry. Hi. Do you know Paris Hilton or Kim Kardashian? They talk like this. This is how they talk. And I really hate it. You want to see my cat's not here. I'm sorry. Somebody wants to see my cat. I can't show you. I can show you my lucky cat. There's my lucky cat. But yeah. Do you have done college entrance exam questions? Yeah, I've done them many, many years ago. Can you introduce some delicious foods? Sure. Hamburgers. Just go to McDonald's. You can see a hamburger. Do you buy American stocks as an investment? Yes. I have a finance guy who takes care of that. Do you like eating pasta? Sure. It's junk food? Yeah, I don't eat McDonald's. KFC? Yep, I don't eat KFC though either. Can I know your age? Yes, you can. Dog? What do you mean dog? You want to see my dog? Oh, he's not here. Where are you from? My mother. What kind of food do you like? Whatever my wife cooks. My wife cooks a lot of different foods. So right now we have lasagna, we have cabbage rolls. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever my wife makes. Can you speak with a British accent? I can speak with an RP accent. G'day. Oh, that's Australian. Hello, my name is Coach Shane. It's very nice to meet you. Charmed, I'm sure. Why would you like to have me speak with a British accent? You know that I am American, actually. Why is your English so good? My mom. Is my wife good at cooking? Pangu huifang pima. Does a fat dog fart? What is the RP accent? BBC accent. What kind of pet do you like? I like a gentle pet on the back of the head. That feels nice. I like the Powerpuff Girls. Wow. Interesting. Could you please speak Chinese? Why? I'm talking to people around the world. We've got Italy here, Brazil here, Russia here, China here. We've got people all over the world. Why should I speak Chinese? Do you teach in a college? No, I used to a long time ago. Who is your favorite Chinese singer? Jay. Do you love your wife? What do you think? Where are you from? My mother. Oh my God, where did you learn the British accent? Well, I'm an English teacher. When I met my wife, everybody, she had a very strong British accent. So I probably learned some from her. Do you like dumplings? Of course. And then we have somebody showing their IQ. When I see somebody write like bad words, I see a very low IQ. So I'm surprised low IQ people are here. Where is your wife? I'm not sure. She might be in her office. You're going to buy some tea? That sounds nice. I think you can't speak Chinese. I did earlier. You like J2? Yeah. In the Name of the Father is such a good song. Do you know that song? In the Name of the Father? Oh, I love that song. Yeah. Check it. Such a good song. Oh, my wife is right there. My wife is right there. She's yelling at my son. What did my son do? No, he can't do that. So my son has a new obsession. We have a tree in our, we have many trees, but one of the trees in our yard, he started climbing the tree. And that's dangerous because he's just a little kid. So if he wants to climb the tree, then we have to go outside to be with him to make sure he doesn't fall. And like right now, I'm working, my wife works, so it's kind of tough. Yeah. How old are you kids? I have a 5-year-old son and a 7-year-old son. I got a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. Yeah. Just two boys. I have 2 boys. What's your job? Answering your questions. That's my job. Do you like 𝐉𝐤𝐧? I don't know what it is. 70? What's 70? The temperature? Do you like Chinese food? Everybody in the world likes Chinese food. Everybody in the world likes Chinese food. Is there anybody that doesn't like Chinese food? Let me know. If there's somebody that doesn't like Chinese food, let me know. Dumplings. Yeah. Rice dumplings. That's what it is. Rice dumplings. I'm not a big fan of rice dumplings. I like meat. 𝐉𝐤𝐧 means dumplings. Got it. So I like dumplings as long as there's meat inside. If there's meat inside, I love dumplings. I would appreciate it if you can show your cute wife to me. I'm sorry, I can't. My wife would not allow it. What's the meaning of 𝐶𝐵𝐵𝐼? Excellent. Do you like noodles? Of course. Who doesn't like noodles? Is there anybody that doesn't like noodles? How to improve my spoken English? Start with pronunciation. Hey, Shane, have you been to Brazil? Not yet. I would love to go. I have so many students in Brazil. I even have a coach in Brazil, Coach Paul. He's such a great guy. So yeah, I have not been to Brazil, but I would love to go, especially southern Brazil, like Curitiba. I'd like to go down there. Someone is not polite. Oh, we have so many impolite people. I love you. I love you too. Have you been to Wakanda? What do you think? Have you ever been to China? Yes. How to improve my effing English? So, like I said earlier, There are steps to take as an adult. If you're a student, listen to your teacher. But if you're an adult, step number 1 is fix your pronunciation. You don't like noodles? Step number 1 is fix your pronunciation. Step number 2 is master sentence intonation, sentence stress. Step number 3 is master sentence rhythm, very important. Step number 4 is to put those 3 separate things together, and now you're speaking essentially like a native speaker. Step number 5, we switch the focus to listening skills. Step number 6, we learn daily English. Step number 7, we look at vocabulary. And step number 8, we move on to grammar. These are the 8 steps for an adult to improve their English. Okay? Brown. Brown is a new member of DDM VIP. I just finished DDM 979. I'm excited to do LTA and EVC. That is so cool, Brown. That is great. Congratulations. That is excellent. What kind of noodles do you like best? They're all so different, right? I mean, Italian spaghetti, fantastic. Spicy sauce noodles, chicken soup with noodles. You know, I like it all. I like it all. If your children don't go to school, how to solve this question? Oh, we homeschool. We homeschool my boys. Are you only live streaming on Zhao Shima Shima Hong Shima Shima Shu? No, right now we are live streaming on 10 different platforms all over the world. Can you speak Spanish? Poquito. ¿Cómo se dice? Stud finder. What color do you like? Green. It's the color of geniuses. Where is Come University? I don't know. Universities are all around the world. Yeah. B shima shima lee shima shima B shima shima lee shima shima. Yeah, we're everywhere. I can read English. I can read English, but it's hard for me to speak. I always am afraid of making grammar mistakes. So let me tell you something. Oof, big wasp. When you're speaking, that's right, Serge. Brown is a go-getter. When you're speaking English as an adult, when you're speaking English, which one, I'm benefiting from your live lessons. That's great. Which one is more important, pronunciation or grammar? When you're speaking English as an adult, which one is more important, grammar or pronunciation? Which one is more important as an adult when you're speaking English, grammar or pronunciation? G or P? Oh, we still got, yeah. No. Absolutely pronunciation. Absolutely pronunciation. 100% pronunciation. Zero, well, not zero, 99.87% pronunciation. Should I tell you why? Should I explain why it's so much more important? Do you want me to tell you why pronunciation is king? What's important in life? Family. The reason pronunciation is most important is this. If you're, and remember, this is for adults. It's not for students. This is not for students. If you're a student, bye-bye. If you're a child, go to bed or whatever it is you want to do. If you're an adult, please listen. If you are speaking English to me, a foreigner, right, but a native speaker, and if your pronunciation is not clear, then I have to focus on everything you're saying. I have to really concentrate, and that's stressful. And as I'm concentrating, I'm thinking, oh, this guy's pronunciation is not that good. That's what I'm thinking. And as I continue to listen to you, I also hear all of your vocabulary mistakes. What? What did he say? What word? And I hear all of your grammar mistakes. Because I'm focused on what you're saying, I hear all of your mistakes. And that's not good. That's not good for you as an adult, especially in business, right? So it's not good. However, if you're speaking to me and your pronunciation is clear, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can have a Chinese accent. You can have a Russian accent. You can have a Portuguese accent. It doesn't matter. But you can have an Indian accent, but as long as your pronunciation is clear, I can relax and listen to you. And the amazing thing is, this is what I'll think. I'll be thinking, wow, this guy does not speak English as a native speaker, but his English is really good just because of the pronunciation. And the bonuses are, I'm not going to hear your vocabulary mistakes, and I'm not going to hear your grammar mistakes. It's like magic. That's how powerful pronunciation is. Yes, I can see you in Shanghai. Yeah, that's how powerful pronunciation. How to define clear English, clean pronunciation, clear pronunciation. That's what we fix. So if you join my classes, one of the first things we fix is pronunciation. And the only way to fix your pronunciation is we need to hear you, and we need to hear you pronounce things correctly and incorrectly. And when we find your mistakes, then we tell you, okay, this is good, but this is bad, and you need to fix it. And then we show you how to fix it. So you get the training on how to fix it. But that's not enough. Then you need to practice a lot. So we have live classes almost every day that you can join and practice one-on-one with a coach. It's the only way to fix your pronunciation. Okay? And it's really important. As an adult, it's the most important. How much? Oh, it's not expensive. Like I said, we have a system, and we have a very good system. I'll talk about the price later. But that's what you need to do. By the way, since we're talking about pronunciation, can I ask you guys a question? Yes or no? Can I ask you guys a question? Can you see my comments? Yes, I can, Alvin. I can see your comments, Alvin. I'm very excited. Alvin's in Shanghai. I'm very excited to communicate with you directly. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I doubt it. So here's my question. When we talk about pronunciation, which is more important, consonants or vowels? Consonant sounds or vowel sounds? Vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U. Consonant sounds, B, C, D, F, G, blah, blah, T, H, L, R, all those. Yeah, vowels are more important, V, or consonants are more important, C. Which are more important, V, vowels, or C, consonants? Wow, everybody's saying vowels, 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 vowels. There's a couple consonants. Vowels, 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 vowels. Yeah, most of you are absolutely wrong. Vowels are not most important. No, consonants are most important. Consonants are most important. Should I tell you why? Do you want to know why? Good job, Serge. It's okay, Brown. That's why you're here, Brown. Brown's wrong. Yeah, you can't believe it. I'll tell you why, though. So, we teach American English. So, an American in New York, an American in Boston, an American in Georgia, an American in Texas, an American in Chicago, an American in Wisconsin, an American in Minnesota, an American in Encino, California, natives, they all have different accents. Do you know that? So like in California and in Encino, California, they're gonna talk like this. It's like this is the way they talk. There's a lot of vocal fry, but they actually really did talk like this. I was taking the 12 down to the 52, and the traffic was just terrible. That's Encino, California. Down there in Texas, you're gonna hear people talking like this. This is a bit of a Texan accent. Up there in New York, if you're in Brooklyn, you're gonna hear people talking like this in Brooklyn, New York. Up there in northern Minnesota, people are going to talk like this. They have a bit of a slower style of speaking, and you go over there and it's like this. Out there in Boston, you got to park your car in Boston Yard, and I tell you, yeah, where you at? Let's go to Dunks. We have all these different accents in America. But you know what? The consonant pronunciation always stays the same. The vowel pronunciation changes. So somebody in New York, somebody in Minnesota, somebody in Texas, somebody in California, they have different vowel pronunciations. But their consonant pronunciations are always the same. That's why, do we want to have great vowel pronunciation? Sure. But which one? So the focus for fixing pronunciation should be your consonants first. And the good news is consonants are easy to fix because they're physical. There's something very specific we do with our mouth, with our teeth, with our tongue. They're the easier elements to fix. Vowels, it's angle of tongue, it's tightness of tongue, it's where the sound is coming from. Vowels get complicated. But consonants are easy. Yeah, does that make sense? In China, the southern dialects are very difficult to understand. Well, I'm not talking about dialects. Dialects are tough. I'm talking about accents. Accent and dialects are different. Dialect would be a different language to some degree, right? Accent is just a different pronunciation. Vowels are complicated. They are. Coach, do African Americans have their own style of speaking? Yes. So, and Barack Obama has used it. African Americans use something called Ebonics, or what is it? African American Vernacular English, AEVE. And it's their style of speaking. But I'm not talking about, and that is that is a dialect. It can be an accent, but it's more of a dialect. But I'm not talking about dialects, just accents. Will those native speakers have as easy a conversation as? Yes. So that's my point. So somebody in California can talk to somebody in Texas, can talk to somebody in New York, and we all understand each other. We understand each other. Even though the vowels, now sometimes some accents are really strong. So for especially if you listen to country music, it's really funny. So so for example, NAME, right? Name. NAME, name. And KIND, kind. Do name and kind sound the same? Yes or no? Do name and kind have the same vowel sound? Yes or no? Name, kind. They have different vowel sounds, right? But in the South, they can sound the same. What's your name? It's kinda sweet. What's your name? It's kinda sweet. They can sound the same in the South. Yeah, they can sound the same in the South. But the consonants don't change. So that's what I'm saying. Depending on where you live, the vowel sounds can change. Yeah, name is a long A vowel. Kind is a long I vowel. It's not a dialect, it's an accent. What about Washington? Washington State? That's pretty neutral. I've only been to Seattle, just the airport. What is it, SeaTac? So I don't know. I don't really know anybody from Washington State. Same with Washington, D.C. Yeah. So anyway, that's a very important thing to understand. Consonants are actually much more important than vowels. We don't want to ignore vowels. Learning vowels is very important, right? But your focus should be on consonants. Your emphasis, and this is really important when you're learning anything, but we're talking about English. There are so many different things to learn. If you multitask, meaning do more than one thing at one time, you're not going to learn well. So it's very important that when you decide to really fix your English, you need to focus on one thing. You need to focus on one thing. That's the really important element for adults. Because, like I said, think about this. Most of you, 3 years in middle school, 3 years in high school, maybe 4 years of college, English for maybe 10 years you've studied English, and you still have problems. It's because you've done everything. You need to stop and focus on one area at a time. Your English class is very popular on the Chinese internet. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've got millions of followers, millions of fans. It's really cool. It makes me really happy. How can I improve my speaking? There are 4 steps. Number 1, fix your pronunciation. Number 2, master sentence intonation. Number 3, master sentence rhythm. And number 4, put those together. That's what you have to do. Fix pronunciation. A lot of people, a lot of students have told me, oh, my pronunciation is good, but I can't hear. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, that means your pronunciation is not good. Because if you can say it, you can hear it. Now, for little babies, it's the opposite. If you can hear it, then you can say it. But you guys didn't study English as a native language, so it doesn't work that way. For adults, it's the opposite. You got to fix your pronunciation because you know the words. You know the words. You don't know the pronunciation. Do you guys know the Friends TV show? The Friends TV show. Ross, Rachel, Monica, whoever. Chandler, Joey, Phoebe. Do you guys know the Friends TV show? Yeah. If you're an adult, you probably know it. If you are an adult, did you know that you know 90% of every word spoken in Friends? Do you know that? You know 90%. If you finish middle school and high school, you know 90% of every word spoken in every Friends TV show. Did you know that? Do you believe me? Yes or no? You know 90% of every word spoken in every Friends TV show. Do you believe me? 90%. I guarantee most of you know 95%. Do you know how many words you need to know in order to understand 90% of every of every Friends TV show? I'll ask the question again. Do you know how many words you need to know in order to know 90% of every word spoken in Friends. 3,000, 4,000, 8,000, 6,000. That's right. You need to know 743 words. If you know 743 words, you know 90% of every word spoken in every Friends TV show. I'm not joking. That's real science. You can do the stats. I can show you later. 743 words. It's not impossible. That's reality. I know it's unbelievable, but that's reality. 1,475 words is 95%. I'm not kidding. I'm totally telling you the truth. It's science. There's research. You can look it up online. No. That's not true. Trust me. You know the 743 words. It's not opinion. It's not opinion. It's fact. The problem is you don't know how to use them. I'm talking Friends. I'm only talking Friends. Friends sitcom. Every sitcom is different. But Friends is the easiest sitcom in the world. So once again, your problem is not vocabulary. Your problem is understanding how to use the vocabulary you already know. People are asking which 743 words. Look it up online. You can find it online. Just search, okay? And I'll show you later. So I'll give you an example. You guys know the word catch, C-A-T-C-H, right? You know the word catch, C-A-T-C-H, right? So you can catch a ball. Do I have a ball? I do have a ball. Because I have little boys, I have a ball. So you can catch a ball, right? Catch, C-A-T-C-H. And then you know the word up, U-P, up, right? Up, catch, up. So catch means boom, and up means whoop. But if we take the word catch and we take the word up and we put them together, we have what we call a phrasal verb. The phrasal verb catch up has at least 16 different meanings. Catch up has at least 16 different meanings, 16 different definitions. And we use them, catch up, and we use those 16 meanings all the time. It's an extremely common phrasal verb. We use it all the time. 16. That's the problem. Somebody said, if you're watching a talk show, you need more vocabulary. Of course. What did I say? Friends. Now, why do I always talk about Friends? I always talk about the Friends TV show. Why? Do you know why I always talk about Friends? Because it is the easiest TV show to understand. Why? Because it's friends talking to each other about things that friends talk to each other about. And that's universal. Friends in Russia, friends in China, friends in Brazil, friends in Italy, friends in the US, we all talk about the same thing. We talk about our job. We talk about our girlfriend. We talk about our boyfriend. We talk about our parents. We talk about being sick. We talk about our hopes. We talk about our fears. We talk about our nervousness. We talk about our sadness, our depression, our happiness. We just talk about the exact same things. It's true, because at the human element, we're all the same. We have different cultures, different religion, and different language, and different food, sure. But what we want and how we think about life, it's the same. So Friends is applicable to your life. Now, there's another TV show, a good TV show, Modern Family. Do you guys know Modern Family? Who knows Modern Family? Great show, very funny show. Who knows Modern Family? We could say Big Bang Theory, whatever, Sheldon, all those. But let's talk Modern Family. Modern Family, very popular show. Modern Family is useless to you. Friends is useful for you, but Modern Family is useless to you. Why? Good question. So, are you a woman, middle-aged woman who's married to a real estate agent who has 2 children, a teenager and a young boy, a teenage girl and a young girl, who also has a brother who's gay and married and has adopted a Vietnamese girl, whose father is divorced and really, really rich, who remarried a Colombian woman who's the same age as you, who has a son from another father? Is that your life? Is everything, is all of that your life? None of it is your life. So it's entertainment, very funny, but everything they talk about is useless. Well, not everything, but it's useless to you. What they discuss and what they talk about, you will never talk about. Friends, that's what we all talk about. Big Bang Theory, useless. Do you live with are you a physics major, wanting to be a professor, living off campus, living with roommates? No. So it's great entertainment. It's wonderful. But to analyze and study the show, useless. Friends is perfect because it's reality for us. Desperate Housewives. Are you 38 years old, married to some semi-rich guy, living in a neighborhood with a bunch of other stay-at-home moms and stay-at-home single wives, who, if that's you, it could be useful. Do you live on Wisteria Lane? Do you live in that environment? If it is you and you do live in that environment, it's useful. But most of you don't. It's great entertainment, but it's not applicable to your life. Stranger Things, the same thing. It's entertainment, which is good. And there's nothing wrong with entertainment. But when you're studying English, don't waste your time. We can practice our spoken English in these TV shows. How? I'll pull up a script from Modern Family. I have all of them, but hold on a second. Modern Family script. I'll just pull one up here. So let's do this conversation, okay? Oh, where is it? Come on, read the script. There we go. We're gonna do this conversation. Mid to late 30s, dentist, gay, emotionally restrained warrior. Oh, that's the introduction. I'll go to a conversation. Here we go. Raising kids is like building a car. You only have so much time to make sure the steering works and the brakes stop and the engine is dependable before you send it out on the road. And if you get one little rivet wrong, it will drive off a cliff and explode. Useless. Let's find another scene. Gloria and I met the day my ex-wife moved to Florida. I was feeling pretty emotional, and Gloria was one of the bikini bartenders at the giant pool party I threw. Useless. It's useless. To study. Yeah, I know, exactly. It's not how people talk. It's overly dramatic. It's overly dramatic. Oh. It's overly dramatic. But it's fun. English podcasts. Well, what do you mean English podcasts? So listening to podcasts. So I'm telling you, if you want to study a TV show, Friends, you should study Friends. There's only 2 TV shows that I recommend. The pronunciation is in Friends is very clear, especially Rachel, exactly. And Monica, and Ross, and Chandler. Not so much Joey, not so much Phoebe. Overly means too much. Broke Girls, same thing. If the show matches your lifestyle, then it's good. Friends matches everyone's lifestyle. Good morning, dear Coach Shane and friends worldwide. You are right. We need to learn real English. I learned a lot with the extra Mind Your Language. Yes, exactly. So Mind Your Language is a British TV show, and we do it for fun. I give it to my students as a gift every month. The other show is really high level. Friends is old school. No, it's not. Everybody says, so the only problem with Friends is they don't have cell phones, whatever. It's about the human conversations. Friends is absolutely relevant today, 100% relevant today. Everything they talk about in Friends is relevant today, except cell phones. That's it. The other show, so Friends is number 1. The other show is really tough, but it's a deep dive into America and Americana. Because when you want to learn a language, first of all, you got to learn the language, but then it's useful to learn the culture behind the scenes, the feelings and stuff like that. So the second show is Seinfeld. But studying Seinfeld by yourself is essentially fruitless. You need help to really understand what's happening in Seinfeld. Seinfeld is excellent. It's the absolute perfect ESL TV show, but it's very high level. But it's excellent. It's really good. Those are the only 2 shows, in my opinion, worth studying. Yep, Seinfeld. Seinfeld. One more time. Seinfeld. Peppa Pig, the obnoxious British pig. I don't let my boys watch it. I don't let my boys watch Peppa Pig. A lot of kids like it. My boys watch Johnny Quest and Kung Fu Panda. That's what they watch. That's right, Seinfeld. That's the second show. The first show, without a doubt, absolutely is Friends. For children's shows, so I don't teach children, okay? But I have 2 boys. So what I do with students who sign up for my classes, I give them the videos that I show my boys. So if you're a member of my classes, I share with my boys. For example, I don't have any DVDs. I have Mind Your Language. Mind Your Language. But I don't have my boys' DVDs. Anyway, I rip DVDs and let them watch stuff. Kung Fu Panda is great. Yeah, but I don't teach kids. Why don't you let your kids watch Peppa Pig? Peppa Pig is rude. Excuse me. Peppa Pig is rude, R-U-D-E, and it's British English. I want to know the next step after I watch Friends. Seinfeld. Extra English is good too. There are 30 series. Each one lasts 25 minutes. But it's British English. Yeah, I know. And I don't teach British English. I teach American English. You guys, are British English and American English really different? Yes or no? Are they really different? British English and American English, are they really different? Yes or no? They're really different. They are really different. Should I tell you the differences? Do you want to know the differences? Simpsons is a waste of time. It's entertainment. Simpsons for English is entertainment, but to study is a waste of time. So number one, we got the pronunciation difference. British English and American English, the pronunciation is different, right? That's different. Number two, we've got the vocabulary differences. Everybody knows in America we say elevator, but in the UK they say what? That's right, they say lift, lift. In America we say semi. In the US, I'm sorry, in the UK they say what? In America we say semi. In the UK they say what? You don't know? In America, we say semi. In the UK, what do they say? They say articulated lorry. Articulated lorry. In the UK, they say bumbershoot. In the UK, they say bumbershoot. In America, what do we say? In the UK, they say bumbershoot. In America, we say umbrella. Umbrella. In the UK, they say pram. In the UK, they say pram. What do we say in America? In the UK, they say pram. What do they say in America? Stroller. We say stroller. We say stroller. The UK daily English is completely different from American daily English. UK academic English and American academic English are the same. They're the same. Spelling is different sometimes. Pronunciation is different, but they're the same. They're the same. Another massive difference is the way they speak. British people use a mitigated style of speech. Do you know what that means? It's a mitigated style of speech. American people use a very emotional, direct style of speech. Completely different. That's not very important? What do you mean that's not very important? Take the stroller across the zebra crossing to the chemist. What did I just say? I'm sorry. Push the pram across the zebra crossing to the chemist. What did I say? Watch for the lorry. I'll give you a British sentence. Push the pram across the zebra crossing to the chemist. Watch for the lorry. What did I say? The differences are not very important. You're insane. They're completely different. They're completely different. Too fast? No, that's normal. It's normal. Trust me, it's not fast. Some adults speak fast. Some adults speak slow. Most adults speak normal. That's normal. Mitigated means indirect. Yeah, mitigated means indirect in this situation. British people have a very mitigated, passive, they love passive voice. Very mitigated style, passive style of speaking. Americans are the opposite, very emotional and very direct, extremely different. For our Chinese students, they're not important. Why? Go away. I'm not talking to students. This is not for students. This is for adults, okay? If you're a child, go away. If you're a student, go away. This is for adults, adults who actually communicate with foreigners, okay? Why? How long have you been teaching English? Why? Why is arguing with me. Why? How long have you been teaching English? Please tell me. And to which country students do you teach? So I've been teaching English for 40 years, 39, and I teach students all around the world, and I hear their experiences and I learn from their experiences. I have English teachers from the UK. I have English teachers that work for me, Australia. I have English teachers from Ireland, I have English teachers all around the world that work for me. So I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So don't argue. Simply said, you're wrong. Okay. Dear coach, when will you travel to Ireland? I would love to go to Ireland. I'm actually Irish. My descent is Irish, but I've never been to Ireland. And by the way, for me personally, the most difficult English to understand is not Indian English. The most difficult English for me to understand is Irish English. Oh, Danny boy. Yes. Irish English is, for me, the most difficult to understand. A real Irish person, not the news anchor, not Sinead O'Connor when she's sung songs. The accent is so strong. The accent was very, very strong. Indian English is easier for me than Irish English. Serious. Indian English, I know it's difficult, right? But Indian English is easier for me than Irish English. Chinese, you guys don't speak Chinese. English is a second language. Indian people, a massive population of Indian people speak English as a native language. Irish people speak English as a native language. Australian people speak English as a native language. They're native English speakers. So I'm just talking accents. Irish is the most difficult. I like British English. We Americans do too. No politics. Why would you ask an English teacher about politics, right? Why American actors can speak British in the movie? Well, do you know Russell Crowe, Australian, speaks American in the movies? A lot of Liam Neeson, I think he's British. Uh, a lot of anyway, they can switch. They're actors. They learn the accent. They're actors. They learn the accent. I just understand you teach the only adults. That's right. If you talk about high school English, I will break down and not understand. Yeah, I don't teach kids, so I don't talk about it. We speak Chinglish. I love Chinglish. People mountain, people sea. People mountain, people sea. It's one of my favorite lines. No politics. Why would you guys ask me about politics? You might as well ask me about the menstruation cycle, right? Coach Shane, what do you think about the menstruation cycle? Right? You might as well ask me about the would you like to know my opinion on the menstruation cycle? Why would you ask me about politics? I'm not a politician. I don't know anything. We'll have a good lunch. I don't kick anybody out usually. People are asking me to kick people out. I usually don't. Um, they can stay, but whatever. I ignore them. But when I see it a lot, yeah, it's distracting. Long time no see. Good. Yeah, it's time. So you guys, oh, by the way, I teach American pronunciation, right? I teach American pronunciation. And if you have a preference, go for it. If you want to learn British English, cool, do it. Get a British teacher. If you want to learn Australian English, why? Oh, no, sorry, no, cool, do it. Get an Australian teacher. If you want to learn Indian English, cool, do it. Get an Indian English teacher. I don't care. But if you don't have a preference, then I highly recommend you study American pronunciation. And the reason I say that is because of Hollywood. And I'm not joking. Uh, TV shows, movies, and songs. Okay? American TV shows, movies, and songs are everywhere around the world. That's not a good thing, but that's just reality. Taylor Swift is in every country. Little girls are listening to Taylor Swift in every country, and they're getting used to that American accent. Okay. Uh, the TV shows that you watch on Netflix or whatever the streaming app is, most of them are American. Is it easy to find an Australian TV show in your country? Is it easy to find an Australian TV show in your country? Did you ever watch an Irish TV show in your country? Did you ever watch an Irish TV show in your country? What was the last British movie you watched? What was the last British movie you watched? We have them, they exist. But the last American movie, you can probably remember. The last American TV show, you can probably remember. The last American song, you can probably remember. James Bond's American. James Bond's American. Okay. Sean Connery was Scottish. Some of the actors were British, but it's an American-made movie. Okay, and their pronunciation is very mild. Sean Connery is Scottish, but his Scottish pronunciation was just this. He did not use any of the actual Scottish dialect. It's quite different. Sean Connery was an amazing actor, but his pronunciation, again, his pronunciation was clear. He's obviously Scottish, but his pronunciation was very clear. So it's easy for people to understand Sean Connery. I love Sean Connery. So anyway, that's why I recommend American pronunciation. Now, and I have proof again. Like I said, I have English teachers from every country around the world. Every country around the world, native English speaking country around the world, I have English teachers from. And all of them understand me immediately. They have never said, Shane, could you repeat that? Could you say that again? I didn't catch that. Never. But that's not the case for me. When I hear, especially Australian English, many times I have to say, what was that? Could you say that again? What? Irish, forget about it. I have to keep hearing it. So the American pronunciation, because of Hollywood, has been proliferated around the world. And I do recommend that you learn that style of pronunciation. It's just the most useful. But again, I have no problems if you want to learn a different style of pronunciation. That's cool. If you're going to live in Australia, yeah, maybe learning the Australian accent would be beneficial. Maybe. You guys know 𝐃𝐽, his wife, right? She's Australian, right? Did you ever hear 𝐃𝐽's wife speak? You guys know proliferate. Feels like I'm saying it wrong. No, I'm saying it right. Proliferate. Yeah. Yeah, 𝐃𝐽, his wife is Australian, Chinese Australian, right? Did you ever hear her speak? It is. Yeah, at the workplace, it's more useful. That's right. Is that her name? Yeah, her dad is Australian. Good. I'm just looking up the wife. Her name is Hannah. Hannah. Did you ever hear her speak English? Listen to her speak English. This is 𝐃𝐽's wife. Now her dad is Australian. Her dad is Australian, and she grew up in Australia, but she uses an American accent. Her English is fine. Why does she use an American accent? Because she wants to do Hollywood stuff. It's what works. It's what works. Okay. 𝐤𝐢𝐧 or her Chinese is better than her English. Really? I don't know. Yeah. Her English is great. Which platforms are you live streaming on? Today, we're live streaming on 10 different platforms. Okay, guys. So let's see. I have a question. What's the difference between I will travel next week and I will be traveling next week? They're the same. In daily English, they're the same. Canadian English. Hi, Shane. I just want to know if daily easy English expressions is enough for a beginner. It's perfect for a beginner. And Daniel says, what about Canadian English? Canadian English and American English are essentially the same. There are differences, but the differences are very small. There are some pronunciation differences, but not for every Canadian. There are some vocabulary differences, but not too much. But they exist. They certainly do exist. But Canadians and Americans, they're like our brothers and sisters. Is accent important? No. Accent doesn't matter. If you're Chinese and you have a Chinese accent, cool, you're Chinese. If you're Russian and you have a Russian accent, cool, you're Russian. If you're Brazilian and you have a Portuguese accent, cool, you're from Brazil. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're Indian and you have an Indian accent, that's fine, as long as your pronunciation is clear. I'll give you a good example of the Indian accent with clear pronunciation. The Google CEO. What's his name? What's the Google CEO's name? Do you guys know the Google CEO? What's his name? When he speaks English, I think I have the guy right. I think it's the Google CEO. You can hear that he has an Indian accent, but his pronunciation is very clear. So it's easy to understand. The traditional Indian English accent is difficult to understand, but not his. Clearly, he has an Indian accent, but his pronunciation is very clear, so it's easy to understand. It's so important, you guys. It's so important, cleaning up your pronunciation. And I want to help you. Somebody's asking, what about the Elsa app? So using AI to fix your pronunciation is not good. I do not recommend it. And the reason is AI is too good. So, and I can give the example of, I'll use a regular American accent. Hi, my name is Shane, and AI will write it perfectly. Yes. But then I can use a California accent. Oh my God, I want some coffee, but the roads are totally jammed. And AI will write it perfectly. And then I can use a Texan accent. How y'all doing down there? And AI will write it perfectly. And then I can go to New York, a Brooklyn accent. Yo, I'm from Brooklyn. It's too busy. Can you come down here and give me a hand? And AI will write it perfectly. And I can do a Boston accent. Yo, yeah, park your card in Boston Yard. And AI will write it perfectly. And then I can go use a British accent. Hello, dear. Would you mind giving me a spot of tea? And then I can use a Scouse, a Liverpool accent. Oi, a bottle of water, please. And then I can go do an Indian accent. I would like a cup of tea. And it will write everything perfectly. And then I can use, and I don't mean to tease Korean people, but I used to live in Korea. So I'm familiar with the Korean bad English pronunciation. And I can say, oh, I like you very, very much. Your English is very, very good. And AI will completely understand everything perfectly. And you're going to think, wow, my pronunciation is very, very good. And then you're going to go speak, hey, American, my English is very, very good. What do you think? And you're going to think your English is great. And the American's going to be like, what? What did you say? They're not going to understand you. This is the problem with AI. AI is too good. Okay? When you want to actually have communication, you actually need to use humans to help you build your communication skills. It's essential to have humans help you build your communication skills. And that's what we do. So I want you to join my classes. All right. My classes are fantastic. If you're watching on 𝐬𝐩𝐵𝐷, Tube, 𝐸𝐸𝐵, Face, 𝐸𝐸𝐵, Book, 𝐸𝐸𝐵, Link, 𝐸𝐸𝐵, In, 𝐸𝐸𝐵, and wherever else, Insta, 𝐸𝐸𝐵, Gram, 𝐸𝐸𝐵. There's a QR code up here that you can click, or you can send an email and say, hey, I'm interested in PIRF Fresh. You can send that email and then we'll help you out. The cost, if you're outside of China, is $28. The cost, if you're in China, is 𝐬𝐩𝐲 renminbi. It's the same price, $28 US, for a 25-week course. It's a 25-week course where we teach you your speaking. We fix your speaking. We give one-to-one personal feedback. We have live classes every day where you can join and get one-on-one personal training with a coach for 25 weeks. Fix your speaking, you will fix your listening. Okay, that's the way the order works. So I really want you guys to check it out. If you are on outside of China, I'm going to say goodbye at this point. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you're in China, my assistant Gemma is here. I thought it was going to be Jenna today, but Gemma is here and she is going to talk about the lessons. I'll take a break. So thank you very much. Gemma, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. 大家晚上好，好久不见。